could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaru and they prick us in return. Roots like a wall, we only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. We tended, comforted the living, and buried the dead. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn, we could not be to blame. They should have shared our love, their spite. But you are here, a green shoot after the fire. The blossom of trust. A hand as soft as the breeze. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much third-born blood under them. Still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves. Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that... Now he's under a pile of... To be alone? With Envoy. That's the last... This is where you're supposed to distract me. Lighten the mood. Don't be. I don't know where to begin either. There's something I didn't tell you. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? He told me to stay. I walked away, Envoy, and I kept walking. Not since returning with you. Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after ever. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. At least I'm in good company. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada and Yatsli. I've gotten comfortable. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in. But I'm not that guy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks. Come on, you know my story now. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me. Oh, I know I'm not. The world is full of every kind of selfish, greedy, cowardly. Doesn't make it any better to be one of them. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. I've run from this for so long. Of course I'm not. I fight what I can see, Envoy. How am I supposed to fight that? Huh. Okay. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh... No matter where we'd come from. I drifted to Paradise, but... I came to the Living Lands running. From storms, from war, from all the things. Maybe I'm done running away. I don't know what that means I'm running towards, but I think I'm finally ready to figure it out. Once we've found the garden and dealt... One way to find out. I've got some things to sort out, but... Another of Grimgrim's lost souls. I think that's Taway.
looks so happy. Maybe they'll make him happy too.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp. Listen, thank you. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him. But both of you have a clarity. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I know. Like I just woke up. Every feeling, but I'm also remembering moments Yeah.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort.
I'm sure you...
Thanks. And thank you. Was there something... I can take a watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
It cannot be a god. This is preposterous.
Yes, but have you seen what has passed before? The most a god unbound to us.
It is not one of us.
Bölge said as much.
I do not share her zeal for stamping out the unknown. When Wodika herself moved against us, I did not hesitate.
Gods rise.
Just this once, I wish you...
Only the future.
If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge.
Carry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now. I will not brook another Wodika. From outside.
There. Adds a little culture to the camp, doesn't it?
Kai, can I borrow your pistol?
I don't usually lend it out. Why?
I was hoping to make a few simple modifications.
What kinds of modifications?
Well, I was going to start by removing the trigger,
What?
then snapping off the hammer,
Are you serious?
and finally stuffing the barrel with tree sap.
Why would you do this?
Because I caught you reading my diary, that's why.
Gianna, I promise on my life and on every life my soul has ever lived, I will never touch your diary again.
And
And I'm very, very sorry.
wonderful. In that case, you can hold on to your little toy.
Well, that was hard to watch. You okay?
I will be.
And if
Hey, over here. I've got supplies for sale. Big mistake!
Well struck!
It's you! You're the monster who got us kicked out of Third Board!
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow, apparently.
What do you have against honest businessmen? You can't fast-talk me, you fiend! I demand compensation!
I know you're upset, Taiko, but they seem like they're really strong.
Shizu, please don't undermine me in front of them. You have to make things right by me. By us, I mean. Don't try to play games with us. We can take you.
But can you take all three of us? Are you so desperate for the answer that you'll stake your life on it?
Daiko, this might be a bad idea. I mean, I'm good with the blade on dead targets, but...
You too? Fine. That kind of takes the wind out of my sails.
Thank you. I'm glad today didn't end in bloodshed.
Maybe the next time we all meet, we can just have a lovely drink, or I can dissect you. Either one.
I'll be busy that day. Whenever it is.
Well, go on, get out of here, before I change my mind. And if we ever do meet again, well, you can forget about that discount.
Watch your back out here, traveler.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read? My vote's on a pack of small, enthusiastic dogs. Wait, was that an if?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. You won't find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them?
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Blessed Flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. Oh, I've been acting odd. Me. Need I remind you that we're talking about jumping off a cliff because your head voices tell us to? I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. How should I know? I don't know what's going on in my head half the time. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat, my ears ring, I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, and you broke them.
So they're not just rude to outsiders, then?
The damn oaths again. You might as well be the one in chains. Our founder, Nandru, didn't intend for his people to starve. I'd bet you my kidneys he didn't build Solace Keep so we can die of starvation in it. No, he would have wanted us to live.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
What's going on here is Pargrunen business. Stay out of it, Outlander.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pargrunen lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages. Strange that you think we'd care about your opinion. Saka, get out of here.
And you assholes need to feed us.
There's no food. We barely have decent meals ourselves. Why waste any of it on people who won't stay and fight?
Saka, don't tell the outsider that. These bastards wanted to abandon the keep. I'd starve myself for my disloyalty, then. Do you want anything else? I'm sick of looking at you.
Fine. Anything to be done looking at you. Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some dirt paths to follow after you hit the cliffs. Now mind your business. The water in Solace tastes like it comes from a spittoon. We won't be the last to leave.